All right, well, here we go. Shannon Kennedy joining us here on the Rising Champions podcast. And again, you can find it on Spotify, Apple. Download it, share it, subscribe. Please go ahead and rate us. Kyle Bogey still with you, along with Dr. Jason Novetsky. And Shannon, we really appreciate you joining us for a few minutes. Can't wait to discuss something that is obviously huge right now, and that is the game of golf. And you yourself, a state champion here in the state of Michigan. Got to feel good to have that next to your title, right?
Yeah, seriously. Awesome.
So Shannon, we're really excited to have you on. There's so much that you can share with us that, we can pass on to other rising athletes in this area. So tell us both a little bit about how we came to know each other and how that started.
So, 2 summers ago, I kind of started struggling a little bit with the mental side of the game. I mean, I went from shooting in the low 70s to not even be able to break 80. And so my dad and I started talking, and we were talking about reaching out for some mental help and get some work on that side of the game, because nothing is wrong with my swing. And I was like, every time I would look over the ball, I just didn't feel confident. And so when Dr. Jason and I met, we decided to start talking about like some strategies to get that side of the game going.
Yeah.
Now,
go ahead, Kyle.
Doc,
sorry.
Really quick. No, you're fine. How do you go about, I guess, determining when it's a physical fix with the swing and when it is something where you're overthinking it or you're lacking in confidence? I guess, how did you both kind of go about maneuvering that to find that answer?
Well, I think like Shannon said, she knew there was nothing physically wrong with her swing. When she hit the ball well. But she just said it, she just didn't feel confident. So we knew right then and there that we had to start managing that confidence a lot better. And we talked a lot about confidence. And, I would ask her questions like, is confidence a thought or a feeling? And we had to come to an agreement that it's really more of a thought process than a feeling. A lot of people would jump right to it. Confidence is a feeling. Well, before you feel, you think. And so once she started to understand that, then we said, okay, now we can manage our thoughts a lot better than we can manage our feelings. So we talked about the importance of body language and posture. We talked about visualization. We talked about self-talk and preparation, mental and physical preparation, and also past success, which she had a lot of. And so she could draw on that past success. So Shannon, I'm curious, what do you think you took away most maybe from that discussion we had about confidence?
I think definitely like being able to know that that player was still there and knowing that I had that past success so I can get there again, like knowing that it doesn't just disappear. And I think that I've definitely built that back up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's a lot of golfers out there who are going to listen to this or, potentially watch this and go, oh, she couldn't break 80. Ho hum. I feel so bad for her. There's a lot of golfers that would kill, to break 80. So for you, your expectations obviously a lot higher, and deservedly so because of what you've accomplished. But, when you did get to that point, you're like, wow, I'm not where I need to be. I'm not, playing as well as I need to. How much of a toll does that take on you off the course and you're thinking about it, away from the game?
I mean, I definitely struggle with it. I mean, it was a full summer of just not like, I didn't have a good summer off the course too, because golf's my life. I love golf, and when I'm playing good golf, everything's good. And when I'm not playing good golf, I'm kind of a mess.
Spoken like a true golfer.
Yeah, and I think that's what we needed to work on that, and I think it's still a work in progress. That we talked a lot about not letting your score define you as a person. And I think Shannon will probably speak to that she took a lot of those feelings home with her on, from the course to home. And it was wreaking havoc with her personally as well. Would you agree, Shannon?
Absolutely. Yeah. And we talked about how people aren't going to remember what you shot, but they're going to say she was an awesome person. And we definitely worked a lot about that. And that really helped me.
Yeah, we watched this video together. I'm going to give a shout out to Mr. Brett Ledbetter. He's a performance coach too, down in Florida. And, he talks a lot about person over player and really emphasizing the type of person that Shannon wants to be, not just a player. So when other young girls come out and watch her play, she wants them to take away that she's a great person in addition to being a great player. So that was crucial and, for her development as well.
So early on, how did you get into the game of golf? How did you, fall in love with it? I actually, I'm a new dad to a little girl, hashtag girl dad. So I already have like a little set of plastic clubs, and I'm going to try and let her just start to play with them and hope that, good things happen. But for you, I guess, how did that get started, falling in love with the game?
My dad introduced me to golf, and
Nice.
when I was when I was younger, I grew up at like Detroit Golf Club. So my dad would my dad worked all the time, so he would drop me and my brother and our neighbors down the street down at Detroit Golf Club at like 8 a.m. for junior golf, and we would just play until literally like 5 p.m. and then get picked up. And so I was playing with my neighbors are three older boys, and my brother is much older than me. And so I think that kind of like I wanted to be like better than them, and I was the little girl, so that kind of got me into it. I just became obsessed with golf and said I want to get better.
That's great. Yeah. So talk us through these last couple seasons for you. You've had some amazing accomplishments, kind of a little bit of ups and downs. Maybe take us from the beginning of freshman year at Marian and what happened there, and then leading up to what's just transpired lately.
Freshman year, my freshman year summer, I was playing good golf, and I was kind of nervous to start high school golf. I wasn't really sure like what it would be like. I've never played on a golf team. And then I got to Marian, and everyone on the team was so awesome. And I had a pretty good season, and then it got to the state finals, and I ended up winning. But like I didn't understand that I had a shot at winning until I was on like the 16th hole of the second day. Like I didn't even think about being able to like win. I kind of just put it out of my mind and was like, I want to help the team. And I ended up winning. And then from there, it's kind of when my mental struggles started, because I had all this pressure on me. Like, she won as a freshman. She's going to do it again. And then I had a terrible, I didn't have a great summer. I didn't have an awesome next high school season. Didn't accomplish any of the things I wanted to accomplish. Took third at states, which is fine, but I was definitely feeling the pressure of you have to win, and that's kind of a lot. And then Coach and I started working together, we'll say like a year and a half ago. We kind of built that mental strength up. And then I had a tough summer. We were kind of working through it. And then this high school season, I kind of put it all together, and then I won states, and we actually won as a team too.
Yeah, and I had the pleasure, the honor and the pleasure of also working with Shannon's team this past year. So it's a double win for everybody. They won as a team, and Shannon won as an individual. And out of that came some amazing news. So Shannon, you want to let us know what really came from all that? All your hard work and dedication has paid off?
Yeah, I received a spot to play at Michigan State, so I'm going to go do that in the fall of 2021, which was my goal, to play Division I college golf.
So congratulations. It's awesome.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So that'll be a whole nother set of challenges. You said you talked about, the mental grind of thinking about playing high school golf. Now it's Division I, college golf. Have you even fathomed thinking about something like that? You don't want to get too far ahead of yourself, but you got to be excited, about that challenge.
Yeah, no, I definitely think about it every day, and I'm ready. I'm ready to get to work and just see how truly good I can get. I mean, they're the best of the best, so.
Yeah. So Shannon, share with us some of the mental strategies that you really, look to help you through dealing with that pressure on and off the course, that we worked on, or things you developed on your own as well, just so you can share with the audience, like what are some things that they can use as well to become a better golfer?
A big thing that we worked on was recognizing the bad thoughts and knowing that they're okay, but you just have to recognize that they're there and accept them and kind of say, okay, I'm thinking about something bad that's going to happen, but I haven't even swung yet. So recognizing it before and calming yourself down, breathing, and then visualization was obviously a huge one for me.
Yeah. So we talked a lot about those mental traps, as you're referring to, things we can't control. So, Kyle, I know this happens with you on the course all the time. So
Every time.
yeah. So, we have to learn to really, just acknowledge those mental traps, right, Shannon? So, and then learn how to replace them with what we call performance statements. So Shannon and I would talk a lot about what do you need to do in this situation to get the ball where you want it to go. So we focus on the importance of visualization, as she said. We talked about routines to get us set up and into the present moment. And Shannon has a great story to share about visualization. We worked on something the day before states. So I'm gonna let you tell the story, Shannon, because you were there.
So yeah, Coach and I met, as you said, the day before states. And towards the end of our session, he said, okay, I want you to visualize my state's right, Grand Valley. So I want you to visualize the 18th hole in Grand Valley. Imagine that you're need to make birdie here or something like that. And so literally the exact same situation. He said, visualize yourself, hit it into the middle of the fairway, and visualize yourself, hit a 7-iron to about 6 feet. And then visualize the putt. And so I was closing my eyes in the room and I was visualizing it. So I got to the 18th hole on the day of states, and I did 2-stroke lead when I was teeing off on the 18th hole. And I kid you not, I saw the shot. I saw the exact same shot, and I saw it hit the fairway. And then I got up there and I was like, wow, like that's crazy. And then I shot the pin, and it was about 160 out, and I was like, wow, it's a perfect 7-iron for me. So I pulled out my 7-iron and I hit the shot, went super high in the air, right to 6 feet. And then I made the putt, which was basically exactly how we drew it up.
Yeah. She literally texted me after the round. She's like, you're not going to believe what just happened.
I was like, I was celebrating with my teammates. But in the back of my head, I'm like, Coach is going to go crazy. That thing just happened.
Yeah, I was so happy for her. She worked so hard, to deal with that pressure of being the winner and, what everybody else was expecting of her. And she was able to set it aside and use all the strategies that we worked so hard on in the office and with her team, to overcome those things, and, success followed. So it just shows that, when you really do dedicate yourself deliberately to the mental training, in addition to all the physical hard work that she's put in, and have a good attitude while you're doing it as well. And obviously she has great support system with her family and, access to coaches and things. And she's got the complete package going on. So it really did fulfill itself in the destiny that she wanted. So I'm really super proud for her.
So what you guys are telling me is that when I'm, on the tee box, I need to stop saying to myself, okay, where can I miss?
Basically, yeah.
I need to start thinking about just splitting the fairway and nothing else, right?
Yeah.
I'll have to work on that, I guess, moving forward. Shannon, can you, like, if you had to give one piece of advice, okay, to the average golfer out there, myself, any of the other, guys, girls, people that just like to play the game, recreationally, what piece of advice or, mental advice, I guess, would you give to us average golfers?
Never give up, basically. You heard in my experience that golf can either be very fun or terrible, and sometimes you just want to get off the golf course, but it
can relate.
It's such a rewarding game if you work hard at it, so stick with it.
Well said. So Shannon, what's next for you? We know you're going to Michigan State, but obviously we're still in the midst of this coronavirus thing. And so what's the plans? Are you going to be able to play this summer and looking forward to the fall? What's up next for Shannon Kennedy?
Yeah, as of right now, my summer tournaments are on, so I've been playing every day, getting ready for those, and I'm getting excited, getting my mental game in shape, and just trying to stay positive and keep getting on the golf course.
Okay, and we got one more year to go, right? One more year of high school, Marian High School in Michigan, and then off to Michigan State University for the Spartans, and to fulfill her dream of playing Division I golf. Love it.
Be unbelievable. Really quick here, I guess, one last question, just because it really comes to mind, but, somebody that you're inspired by, is there, a female pro, one of the guys, pro golfers, or anyone you grew up just idolizing that, you've really almost tried to emulate, your game after?
Brooks Koepka, because I think he's just like he's a mental beast. Like, he doesn't do many things. Yeah.
Now, do you play as fast as Brooks does?
What?
Do you play as fast as Brooks does as well? Yeah?
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
He just gets on with
it. So do you obviously want to see the game of golf, kind of go towards the Brooks method of speeding it up?
Yeah. Yes. I think everyone will enjoy it much more.
Yeah. I love it. All right. Well, Shannon, we really appreciate it. If you can, where can we find you? Where can people find you on social media to kind of, follow your journey and watch you as you go off, to Michigan State a little over a year from now?
You can follow my Instagram. It's Shannon Kennedy 71. And then my Twitter is ShannonKen7, if anyone wants to know.
Awesome. All right, cool. Well, we look forward to following your journey. We appreciate you coming on. Best of luck, obviously, and I'll work on the mental approach to the game. So maybe I can break 80 a little bit more often.
Good.
Awesome.
We'll get him
Thank
there,
you.
Shannon. We'll get him there.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, Shannon. Great to see you.
Thank you guys for having me.
You bet.